So I suggest you guys take a look at that. Templar Archives going up here for Lucifer, so it looks like he's going to be going for a very Bisu-like build here, going for his DTs also. But it seems that neither player has really done much to each other's economy, so it really will be sort of a test of micro here, and we'll see how prepared. How much, and I'm pretty sure Shark has already spawned it though with his Overlord, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to anticipate this correctly, and he might actually put up some sort of contain here at the front door here. Looks like he's gonna go for an attack at that gateway, and looks like he might be able to pick that gateway off because three of his Hydralisks, all of his Hydralisks are outside of photon cannon range. And that's gonna be huge for Shark here. It's gonna be a huge gain for him because Lucifer would just be able to produce units at half the speed. Looks like he's gonna get 2 gateways up now. And this contain at the front door would also make his DTs effectively useless, especially if he brings one more Overlord there, perhaps, to... and looks like he has fast Overlords here, so really there's not much Lucifer can do to break this contain here. Good play by Shark here, not waiting for Lucifer to take out his DTs, to bring out his DTs into his base where they could cause a lot of disruption, but instead just deciding to push up. And looks like he still hasn't got any Lurkers yet. I guess the Lair Tech was more for fast Overlord speed, instead of going for Lurkers first. And he looks like he might be going for sort of a Sauron Zerg build, which is the Zerg versus Protoss build, where you go for a lot of low-tech units and you expand all across the map. And it looks like the one Corsair is still just flying around for Lucifer, trying to pick off some Overlords, but really not going to be able to do too much with just by his lonesome. And these DTs that are not going to do too much either. It looks like exactly Lucifer has decided to switch for High Templar attack, seeing that he is walled in here at his front door here, or contained here rather, and so DTs would be quite difficult to use. And with a couple of High Templar Storm, especially if he decides to use that, is there a ramp there? Yes, there's a ramp, sort of overlooking this area here. He might be able to get a storm off from that ramp. No, actually he can't, because there's a bunch of artifacts there, so never mind. Yeah, but a couple of storms and some zealots, speed upgrade zealots, will help him break this Hydralisk contained fairly easily. Robotics facility going up for him too. So thinking about observers, I believe, but he could be innovative and go for some kind of High Templar drop or DT drop here also. And we could even be seeing some sort of strange DT Reaver build, but I'm guessing right now it's just for observers. And it looks like Sacrificial Overlord. No, it wasn't a Sacrificial Overlord, just going to get killed though. And a bunch of Overlords here. They might have drop capacity pretty soon too. I assume that that Shark's been researching that also, because that is sort of the natural progression there, going for a drop, and he could be just going for sort of an elevator drop. He could even possibly ferry all of his units into the main here, and it looks like he's going to be doing just that here. He's bringing his Overlords over towards the main area, and looks like High Templar and a bunch of Zealots are there to greet it, but it looks like the Overlords are going to get in anyway. Meanwhile, an attack at the front door of Lucifer. Good attack here from Shark, and Shark actually not doing anything with his Overlords. I believe that the Overlords were perhaps a ruse there to try to draw some forces back while he tries to break the front door. Perhaps those Overlords were actually empty, or perhaps he just decided against it. But looks like a couple cannons managed to get taken down here. I don't think the front door is going to get cracked overall, though, because there's just so many cannons there and a High Templar behind there casting some good storm there. But meanwhile, it looks like the Lurkers do have range on the Forge there, which is probably going to go down here. I don't see what Lucifer can do about it. I guess he can get 2 storms off of that Lurker, but that Lurker can just be replaced easily, and he really doesn't have any forces that break the front door physically. So Lucifer in a good amount of trouble here. He's got observers out finally, and 3 Dragoons. The Dragoons are good against dealing with against Lurkers rather, and yeah, the observer is going to come out, and looks like Storm's going to go off on one of the Lurkers here. Lurker doesn't manage to escape in time. And perhaps some Hydras are going to help there, and just killing off those that one remaining Forge. Good pull there by Shark, pulling away that Lurker before he got killed by the Storm. And it looks like these Dragoons are going to try to pick off some of these Lurkers here. Meanwhile, a bunch of Hydras coming in, about a control group of Hydras coming in, and picking off the Observer. Smart play there, only losing 1 Hydralisk. And perhaps if you wanted to, you could pick off the Forge also and prevent the next round of upgrades from going up. I believe +1 weapons is finished though. Excuse me. Yes, and it looks like Shark is just trying to inch his way closer, although I think he needs to build up a low for a big attack, and this might be his big attack here. A lot of good storms going off in his Hydralisk, though, so it looks like this attack is not going to succeed, but he's getting more reinforcements coming over here, actually, so it might succeed in at least taking out that Forge and a couple more cannons, and really that's all that stands between Lucifer in defeat here, but Lucifer, it looks like he is going to actually break out. He had got a bunch of Dragoons there without Shark noticing it, and Dragoons are very effective against Lurkers and against Hydralisks too. Really, the only thing they're really bad at is Zerglings, and there weren't that many Zerglings over there, so it looks like actually Lucifer has managed to break the contain here completely, and exactly a Sauron build going here for Shark. He's gotten a lot of hatcheries up, I think probably 6 hatcheries at least, and he's just pumping those Hydras and Zerglings. So I don't think he'll be in trouble just yet from a frontal attack, although there's a lot of Dragoons there, and a lot of speed upgraded Zealots coming up, and a good amount of Gateways too. So actually, I changed my mind. Shark might be in a bit of trouble. He's just using so far just Hydras and Zerglings. I haven't seen that many more Lurkers being morphed, and he really needs to get a couple more tech units to deal with all those Archons and High Templar. So we could be seeing a decisive battle here. Lucifer looks like he's about to push up, and he's trying to get his mineral natural here. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Nexus is going up here, so he is trying to get his mineral only here, and it looks like Lucifer will be posturing here, but it looks like Shark might decide to go for an attack. I think this is ill-advised, though. There's way too many forces there for him to deal with, and he is going to be forced to retreat here, but not before losing a couple more Zerglings. And he might not have enough to defend his base here. He has no sunken colonies. He's been relying on pure offense in the last few minutes here. There's absolutely no defense for his the second expansion there. If he loses that, it's all over for him, because all the hatcheries are down. Looks like he is going to lose this game here. GG here from Shark, and thank you for listening. Sorry about being a little disrupted here by phone calls, but the losers match will be coming up next.